Hey guys, let's talk about social media. This is the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors, and I am Jacob. I'm not going to try and change anybody's mind about social media today, and I'm not probably going to give anybody any hard and fast answers. However, I feel like there's some things that we need to discuss as social media is just failing us as a whole. Just absolutely. And what we should probably realize is that if not from its inception, then from very early after its inception, social media was probably always intended to fail you. It was free from the beginning. They had to generate revenue from somewhere. It costs a lot of money to run these kinds of websites. It takes a lot of man hours. And so we have to realize that someone was probably a little bit more forward thinking than you or I when they created these social media sites. So there are three basic things I think that are being discussed about social media. And one is basically layout or style. One is freedom of speech and one is security. I'm just going to touch on the first two real quick. For layout and style, essentially, do you like the social media site? So I use primarily Facebook and Instagram, and I never thought that I'd like Instagram, but I started it and I actually really do. Clearly, I also use YouTube, but I'm not going to use a social media website that I don't like. So I never used Twitter before because I didn't like it. It didn't do anything for me, and that's going to be different for everybody. Now with all of these alternative social media websites, everybody's pulling everybody in one way or the other. And to be honest, I haven't entirely found one that I like yet. And that is very individual and shallow. It is what it is. Then freedom of speech. I don't think that you should expect freedom of speech from any social media website. They all want to cover their butts in their terms of service. I think Telegram, is probably the best. However, I would keep my expectations realistic despite claims, which is what brings us to number 3 is security. People are talking about the security of social media and keeping their messages secure and their private information secure and this and that and the other thing. That's the main thing that I want to talk about today. So it's a bit of a moot point, because if you are using a smartphone, you have no security. You have no privacy. You've already signed agreement, signing away every shred of digital information about you, the way that you look, who you know, all of the phone numbers, where you are. Your phone tracks your location at all times, what you're saying. Excuse me. Yeah, your phone is constantly recording what you're saying and transmitting that information and keywords to whoever will pay for them. So, and your internet browser, unless your internet browser is a secret browser, it's essentially doing the same thing. And they'll all claim that they aren't, and maybe to some degree they don't. But the reason that we've been so spoiled with free apps and all of this free crap to waste our time is because specific entities and or businesses have found ways to make money off of you even when you are not paying directly. Everything is all about following the dollar. And the internet itself is the exact same crap. So it's made our lives cushy. It's made our lives easy. It's made our lives convenient. And we have come to need all of these things. And what's really sad to me personally, like introspectively, is that I know that there are families out there that are absolutely happy and content living in a mud hut in some freaking crap hole that I don't even want to know about. And I'm over here thinking about how, now that Chinese entities own all of PayPal, and we see either our federal government or whoever's pulling the federal government strings doing everything that they can to destroy our physical money. As all of these things are happening, and I'm thinking it's going to start getting really difficult for me as a private business owner who runs websites to make money. And I'm going to have to play it smart. And I'm thinking of the things that I could lose, that I will lose, that I must lose. The little conveniences and hobbies. Do I need this to be happy? I really enjoy using this, but do I need it? It's kind of pathetic, let's be real, in the scheme of things. So basically where I'm at, guys, is in my opinion, if there were a really good social media website out there, you'd probably have to pay for it. So if you're looking at a free social media site, it's good to get your hopes up to some degree. I guess hope for the best and prepare for the worst. But I would assume, no matter what backstory is given, that they all suck. And really, they're all being used to track you and what you say and what you do. It's not really, we think of it as a way to get together and to coordinate and to meet like-minded people. However, the actual number of people who meet based on ideology and principles through social media, I would guess, is probably quite low. The future of Christianity and of liberty is analog. It's not digital. And the sooner that we come to terms with that, and the more we strive to become ungovernable, and the more that we focus our attention and profits towards that end, the better off that we are going to be. And so, your money, is it good to invest in ammo and food and water? Sure. But all of those things can be taken away. That's all hardware. Where you should really be considering spending your money is software. It's learning, it's education, it's hands-on. Stop making excuses to not go take classes and become educated. The average person who says they want to go to Randall's Adventure Training or Tactical Response, but they can't because of the cost, now you got to spend a bunch more money for ammo or whatever else, and gas is skyrocketing, and things are probably about to explode financially. And at any point, you probably could have taken those classes if you just made your own lunch every day and didn't buy any cigarettes, energy drinks, or alcohol. So how bad do you really want to invest in yourself? Probably not that bad. So that's what I got, guys. A lot of people have really high hopes for some of these other social media sites. I hope that they all work. I don't know that I recommend dropping all of these communist bastards in social medias because I feel like there is a benefit to remaining and continuing to be vocal and continuing to support your morals. Showing that we don't just all need to run. Not necessarily spending a lot of time on any of these social medias, maybe not doing anything on these social medias, but you know, they will feel like they have won their little whatever it is that, you know, the enemy, the NWO agenda, however this is going to work, all of the pawns, when people of moral value tuck tail and run, and when they can't even find people of moral value anymore. We still need to be, to some degree, a good testimony and a light. And when it comes to being a good testimony by keeping your cool and remaining logical and objective, I don't always do the best. I like at a certain point I just tell people that they're a moron, or I block them, because my time is valuable to me. And if you spend too much time arguing with people you'll never meet, your time can't be that valuable to you. So if someone proves to me that their time isn't valuable, it means that their existence to me financially is not valuable, and cut it there. But anyways, I guess this kind of turned into a ramble, but the whole social media thing, we're always going to have alternatives pop up, and those alternatives are always going to say that they are our friends, that they support the same things that we do. And I would say in the long run, at least, the reality of that is that it's more likely that they just want to make money and know that you're unhappy with one of their competitors, and they want to be the next big thing. I can't say that I'm an optimist when it comes to social media or the internet in general. So that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you in the comment section below. Look in the description box below. You can see how you can support this channel. I have a website, beachandtactical.com, where I primarily sell rifle slings and other custom gear. As of January of 2020, if you're watching this video right when it came out, I am going to be closed for a little while longer while I get a surgery and catch up with some orders. However, in the future that won't be an issue, obviously. And then Exodus Knife and Tool, I design knives that are made by White River Knife and Tool. So I've got those, and then I've got a Patreon, and I have Instagram links in the description box below as well. So if you're interested, consider checking that out. Again, thank you for watching, and talk to you soon.